Every year, 1.2 million kids are trafficked throughout our world. These kids face unimaginable suffering at the hands of their abusers.
I've got kids of my own, and I've got a 12-year-old daughter. And the thought of her being in one of these situations for one second is enough to get you up in the morning and want to make a difference in a kid's life, because they're someone's daughter, they're someone's son. That's the hard thing, is sitting back as a dad, seeing, and when you leave that night, knowing that this girl could be having to sleep with someone again tomorrow if you can't get her out. That's hard.
Every rescue is different, but they all have a very similar feel. Many of the girls come from a very similar background and have been tricked or coerced, and brothel owners using very similar methods. The two most common ways that we'll identify a girl is, one, we've been told by an informant or by a girl that we've already rescued about another child trapped in a brothel, or our teams will go out and just randomly go into bars, marking them off our list and checking whether there are any underage girls in there. So once we've identified an underage girl, our goal is to build trust with that girl. So we will try and sit with her and talk with her and try and create an environment that she can see that we are one of the good guys, because we've got to get over that hurdle that good guys don't go to brothels. So the assumption is, as soon as we walk through the door, we're just the same as the guy who just walked out and had just finished abusing her. So we have to build the trust, and on top of that, most of the time she's there because people she trusted betrayed that trust. So a family member or a friend of the family, by far majority, are the ones that have somehow tricked the girl into where she is now. So the biggest thing for us is to gain the trust of the girl that we're good guys and what we say is true. Once we've given an offer of escape to the child, many things can happen. She can say yes, no, I'll think about it, and how she actually leaves is varied. Sometimes she'll leave with us there and then, not go back to the brothel. But most of the time, you got to remember we're dealing with children, so they have to process what we've said. So normally it's could be a couple of days before she processes and says, yes, these guys have stood out as the real deal, and I'm going. So we can either pick them up from the brothel, which creates a bit of a higher risk situation. We can find a neutral place to meet them, like at a restaurant or something like that. Sometimes they have the freedom to go back to their family periodically, and they will let us know they're going up to the village, and we will go and meet them up at the village and collect them from there. So whatever the child feels most comfortable in doing, that's the way we'll do it to get them out. If we looked at how big the problem is, just overwhelming. But when you're in these yucky places and you find one of these beautiful kids and you get them to a place where you can tell them why you're there, and you can offer them a new life, and seeing their little faces light up, it's pretty cool. Yeah.